Welcome to the Dome Gymnasium, everyone, where tonight we have another AAC women's basketball matchup between the Bluefield College Rams and the Brenau University Tigers. Hello, everyone. Bailey Engel on the call for you here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. We are glad to have you with us as the Rams looked impressive a few days ago, especially from one of the usual suspects, and that is Sierra Cook, who scored 17 points against the opponents this weekend, the TMU Bears, and now going up against the Brenau team looking for their first win of the season. They are 0-1 after a disappointing loss against Montreat. But also have to watch out for on the Rams coming off of the bench today, Emily Breeding, who scored 16 points off of the bench for Bluefield College and looks strong from beyond the arc. So for the Rams, have Sierra Cook starting, the senior from Chesapeake, Virginia. Nyala Curtis, the Maryland native, also looked impressive in the early parts of the game for Bluefield College. She is on the floor. Another spot-up three-point shooter, Morgan Wiley, on the floor for the Rams, the West Virginia native, joined by Kylie Meadows, a brand-new Ram, the junior, and a transfer from Oregon Tech, another West Virginia native. And then in the backcourt, Tiana Crockett is the shooting guard. So the tip goes into the backcourt for Brenau, and the team head coached by Chris Stewart eyes their first win of the season. Curling at the top of the key, Tylea Williams. Ball goes down, trying to feed it inside to Zion Lopez. And now after the ball bounces out, it will stay with Brenau. Ready for the inbound pass from Michaela Cope. And another starter, Hannah Grogan, Tatiana McClendon, Tylea Williams, and as we mentioned, Zion Lopez. Oh, Corey Mullins looking on in his 7th season as the head coach of Bluefield College women's basketball. Swinging out on the near side, Hannah Grogan, top of the key. Lopez drives in on Meadows, flings up a shot, no good. Good rebound for Curtis. And now the Rams have the ball back. Well, they did start slow against Truett McConnell, but you could tell that that brand of defensive basketball kept Truett McConnell so honest the entire game. Wiley for three. Air ball, but Curtis was there. No shot clock reset for the Rams. Now it's down to 9. Curtis for three. Back iron and an offensive rebound. The possession continues. A little bit wild, but the Rams now have a fresh shot clock. A minute has elapsed. 17-footer, no good. Rebound Lopez. So Brenau able to move the ball up the floor. Here comes Tylea Williams from 14. Got it. So for the Rams, see if they can ignite that three ball, but I know that Corey Mullins doesn't really want to depend on it. They shoot a lot of threes. Curtis can also get it done down low, and that time she tried to, but it gets fouled by Tatiana McClendon. So we do have the cheerleaders in the building here today at the Dome. We wish you were with us, obviously, at the Dome, but we're glad to have you here on the Rams Digital Sports Network as a bit of a substitute for not having fans for the foreseen future up until a new announcement that is yet to be made. I guess I shouldn't phrase it like that. We're just not having fans for the time being. Tips out of bounds, stays with Bluefield. It'll be Sierra Cook's ball. Cook standing in at 5'7" from Chesapeake, Virginia, says she wants to lead the team this year and try to build chemistry, and the chemistry was there against Truett McConnell. Wiley. 7 on the shot clock. Wiley finds Meadows. Bang! Hits the three. Kylie Meadows. We didn't see her from beyond the arc in the last game, but this time gets it done. Swing it up, and the basket is good for Brenau to take the lead right back. See if Bluefield can keep that staunch defense that we saw against the Bears just a few days ago. As Cook drives the ball up the floor. Crockett, the Whitfield native, another senior on the team. Tries to spin, finds Wiley. Misses from the elbow, and Lopez pulls down the board. Brenau made it a bit closer at the end as an and one goes for Michaela Cope. Well, a team that struggled against the Cavaliers looks like they're on a mission so far in this one. They're up by 3, and Cope goes to the line. That's the first foul on Bluefield. By the way, both teams with one foul. Nyla Moore, the freshman from Dacula, Georgia, checks into the game. See if Cope can finish off the old-fashioned three-point play, and does. By the way, that foul was called on Sierra Cooks. That's her first. 2.5 minutes in. Only one basket falling for the Rams so far. Kylie Meadows, Crockett with an open lane. Yes. Well, we saw her split the defense against Truett McConnell a few days ago. Just has that confidence on the drive. Brogan didn't have anyone to pass to and decides to drive herself, floating. Bricks it off the backboard. Pushing the floor. Cook. Kicks out and draws a foul. Will be his second foul on Brenau, and the foul is booked on Michaela Cope. Clock rolls down to 7:03. Wiley, front rim miss. Another offensive rebound as Meadows picks up the board. Feed inside, Curtis. Tie up. See which way the possession arrow points, and it stays with the Rams. So Corey Mullins throwing up the hand, going up against another experienced coach in this conference, and Chris Stewart, who's been at Brenau now for 10 seasons. Well, whistle blows. I think, once again, they are trying to get the shot clock right, and they get it down to 17. Breeding, yes, right into the game and making a difference. That's what we saw a few days ago. Scored 16 off of the bench and has a fresh 2 to tie the game up. Nyla Moore, another new forward in for Brenau, and Kate McCarter. There's a miss. Curtis got mugged in the lane. A great job for Brenau. That's Tatiana McClendon, who stormed in, almost got the rebound. And an inbounds pass coming up from Cope. What a move. Grogan couldn't finish, but the putback falls for McCarter. Back and forth we go early on in this first quarter. Well, Brenau looks like they're executing a little bit better than Truett McConnell did in that first quarter. Rams were able to set the tone early. Cook off a screen. Down the lane. Rolls out. Pushing up the floor. Here's Moore. Finds McClendon. Getting it done from 12 feet away. A little bit more speed to this Tigers offense than the Rams have anticipated. Crockett wants a foul, won't get it. Instead, finds a screen. Working down the shot clock. Crockett for 3. Nothing but net there. And now it's a 1-point game. Corey Mullins calls a timeout, and Bluefield College back into it, down by just 1 here in the first quarter. Welcome back into the basketball game, everyone. 5:36 remaining in the first quarter. Brenau and Bluefield College. Rams at 1-1. Lost in the opening game by 15 to West Virginia Tech on the road in Beckley. And right out of the timeout, Curtis is bumped for a timeout, or excuse me, a foul. Nyla Moore to inbound. Swing it in. Long two. No good. Rebound Curtis. It was off the mark for Catherine Fury. Rams have only substituted Morgan Wiley out. This is the original 4 of 5 as Crockett once again drives inside and tries to go to the line, and she will be awarded those 2 free shots. And, well, excuse me, it looked like the Rams were ready to line up, and they called that on the floor. Crockett did not get the shot off. So ready for the baseline play. Cook has to fling it up, and that did not stand a chance. Nyla Moore in front of the Bluefield bench finds Fury. Good! They are moving the ball well, Brenau. And fired up. Moore got the steal and the assist. Transition 3. Cook down the lane. Oh, Rams can't get the roll early on in this one. And a drive for Williams. And an offensive foul. So they call a swinging elbow on Tylia Williams. Meanwhile, that is the 4th foul on Brenau. So the Rams will be in the bonus. (14-10) the score. The Rams running with Emily Breeding as the point guard in this possession. Haven't seen that yet. Breeding floats. Well, she's got 4 points already. Good drive for the Abingdon native. Back down by 2. Brenau has been quicker than anticipated. Seems like the Rams are trying to catch up on defense. They want to walk, they won't get it. Cope hooks past the defender. Here's a 3. Fury misses. Rebound, and Carter gets it done. Mick Carter makes it a 2-possession game. Under 4 minutes left in the first quarter. It's been eventful so far. Wiley thought about it. No one's cutting inside for the Rams, all set up on the perimeter. Meadows, now she'll cut inside and uses the square to her advantage. Rams have to slow it down against Brenau. And there's a walk. They get a gift there. Catherine Fury ending this flurry of possessions for Brenau where they've been able to score. Ayanna Struther into the game for the first time. So the Rams with Struther, Breeding, Crockett, Meadows, and Morgan Wiley. Wiley, baseline 3. Just a little bit too short. Empty possession for the Rams. Down the floor, Cope. And an offensive foul. That's the team 5th foul. And we've seen a couple of offensive fouls already for Brenau. That's the 2nd for Michaela Cope, the sophomore from Douglasville, Georgia, in early foul trouble. Once again, Rams miss. Drive, kick out, trying to go inside out, and she had the right idea, Nyla Moore. It's still a little off target on the pass to Catherine Fury. Crockett, high stepping. Drives in and draws a foul. So what the Rams are doing, it looks like they're personally staying out of foul trouble within the first 7.5 minutes of this game. But they have sure made Brenau book the fouls. That's their 6th foul. Remember, in women's basketball, all you have to do is get to 5 to be awarded 2 shots. And that's the 2nd foul on Nyla Moore, who, mind you, came off of the bench. Hannah Cannon subbed briefly in and then goes back to the bench with Tatiana McClendon coming in. Trying to get the free throws to fall. That's the first free throw the Rams have taken in this game. And Crockett hits the second to make it a 1-point game. 2.5 minutes before the first period is over. Lopez had nowhere to go. Still doesn't. Underhands and a foul drawn. Strother a bit frustrated there. Got tied up very briefly with Tylea Williams. So that's the Rams' 3rd foul. Shayla Spell into the game. The Idaho native came off of the bench and added a post presence for Bluefield in the win against Truett McConnell. For his free throw, and it's good from Williams. So 2nd straight basketball broadcast in a row. We had one on Saturday. Men's soccer in action earlier today against Columbia International. We also have soccer on Thursday. Both free throws falling for the junior from Macon, Georgia. Here comes Breeding, running the point, with Sierra Cook getting a bit of a break. Comes Curtis. Pivoting for space, Strother. Curtis curls it back out to Spell. Dangerous pass. Wiley from the free throw line. Not falling for Wiley as of yet. Tangled up. Jump ball. Possession arrow. Is back to Bluefield. So a fresh shot clock for the Rams with 1:51 remaining in the first quarter. Bullet pass to Spell. Picks it up. Defense is tough for Brenau right now. Comes Breeding, backs up. 10 on the shot clock for the Rams. Gets a screen, goes against it. Breeding to the 10. Emily Breeding makes it a 1-point game and went against the screen that time. Meanwhile, layup can't go on the coast-to-coast effort for Peyton Hicks. Rams snag the rebound with a chance to take the lead and go out to end the first quarter with a bit of a bang here. Curtis let the ball go through her hands, but recovers. Another high ball screen. Spell. Strother tries her luck in the paint, and now she'll go to the line. What Brenau has done seemingly is keep Bluefield running a very gradual, very deliberate offense, because it doesn't seem like they're taking real drives and looks at the basket until about 9 to 7 seconds in the shot clock. Rose Boyd into the game, the freshman from Livonia, Georgia. Crockett getting a break. And Strother converts to tie the game. Meanwhile, that was the second foul on Brenau's Tatiana McClendon. So lots of fouls being booked on the Tigers so far. And Strother takes the lead for BC. So with a minute left, now under one, Peyton Hicks spins. Finds help in Grogan. Rally for Bluefield as Cook is back into the game now. Grogan rejected by the underside of the backboard. Shot clock still on with 40 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Curtis drives and scores. The run continues for the Rams. Once again, the shot clock still on, about a 4-second differential with 27 seconds left on the game clock. Long three, Fury. Cook pulls the long rebound. Rams have numbers. Cook off the glass and in. 5-point lead. Now that shot clock is off. Hicks wants to hold it, passes inside, stolen again. Strother finds Cook, trying to drive up, only has 1 second and won't even shoot it. Impressive end of the first quarter for Bluefield College, a 5-point lead after 1 period in the books. 23-18 they lead. Ready to start the second quarter. Rams lead by 5, ending that first quarter on a bit of a tear. Top of the key, you see Michaela Cope, who has 2 fouls. A few of these Brenau Tigers in foul trouble. Have to keep an eye on that for the rest of the game as Grogan steps inside and gets fouled on the early pop in the second quarter. 0-1 Brenau Tigers coming from Georgia. The AAC in all women's college, all women's university. Nothing but net on the first free throw from the senior Hannah Grogan. And the cheerleaders in attendance today for the first time in our indoor event schedule. Men's basketball ready to begin their season coming up on Wednesday against West Virginia Tech. 23-20, Rams lead by 3 with Sierra Cook running the point. Emily Breeding now on the bench. She had 6 points. Good feed inside. Kylie Meadows. She's been a star to watch out for in this first half. Showcasing the athleticism on a dime feed from Strother. McClendon on the pivot fake. Swinging out top of the key. Grogan bounces away. Good box out by Crockett. I actually have to check that. That was not legal, says the official. And it looks like it's going to go the way of Brenau here with this call. Long whip in for Grogan. So a 5-point game as Strother drives inside. A bit of a prayer there, and a charge is drawn. Even though it looks like it's inside of the circle. And now they're going to talk about this. I think they just forgot that that circle existed because they're inside of the arc. It was obvious there. And they overrule it, so it will be A bit of a brain lapse here. I think they just ignore the fact that that happened. So it's a foul called on Struther, her first. Now it says a team third, so Bluefield trying to join them in foul trouble. Boy, Cope pushing the pace, coast to coast, missed the layup. See if Cook can do the same thing. Cope trying to pickpocket her. Good bounce out to Crockett. She'll take a drive. From the left elbow, everybody's pump faking, but Crockett lets it fly. Missed the shot. Spell tried to wrestle out and get the rebound. It's a bit tangled up down low. Well, Brenau, you have to admire their speed, but for the Tigers, they have sped up so fast that it's kind of hard for them to calibrate their offense. I'm going to sprint down the floor, throw a couple of errant passes, gets ricocheted out of bounds. Still a close game, though. An inbounds pass into the right wing. Michaela Cope. Cope finds Grogan. Long two. I think they got a piece of the backboard and push forward. Rams hold on to that lead with under 8 minutes to play in the first half. Finds Struther. Good screen from Poole, who enters the game for the first time. Can't get the bounce on the 15-footer, though, from Sierra Cook. Once again, Cope, high dribbles. Throws it over. Step back three. Nothing but net. Wow, that was a pretty shot from Tatiana McClendon. McClendon knew she was going to shoot that right when she got the ball. Got a little bit of a bounce separation, and now it's a one-possession game again. Lost the ball. Fast break for Moore. To the square, and it's good to tie the game. So that 5-point lead vanishes in the blink of an eye. Now watch out for these errant passes up top. Screen. Kick out to Cook. Missed the three. Rams are really ice cold from three as Cook cheated up to try to steal the ball. Here comes Cope. Lob in, wide open. Timeout burned by Corey Mullins. What a run. 7-0 by Brenau. They take the lead. It's 27-25. Welcome back to the Dome, everyone. 27-25, a 7-0 run by the Brenau Tigers as the Rams move the ball into the front court. They have been cold from three, which is part of the offensive identity of this Bluefield College squad, but it also seems like it's evolved into driving in and drawing a foul, and Crockett has been efficient at doing so. Williams into the game. That's a third foul on Nyla Moore, who came off of the bench. Lots of fouls so far. It's interesting to see what Chris Stewart does to look into his bench. Crockett on Williams, spins it out for Cook. Superior ball movement, and the Rams take the lead right back. Great move by Crockett to spin, turn to find Cook wide open. Meanwhile, on the defensive end, a foul banged on Breeding. Backing up. Crossover, Grogan, and an offensive foul. Oh, Grogan hooking an elbow. She's not excited about that call, and the Rams keep the lead. First foul on Grogan. Team second. Rams have 4 fouls, and remember, Brenau got into foul trouble early in that first quarter. Cook with a baseline feed. And a block call down low on Brenau. Sierra Cook. Breeding, pro length 3. Wow, she got it. Right on the inbounds play. 31-27. Here's a 3. Lopez misses almost everything. Here's a chance for the Rams to escalate this ball game. Poole on Lopez, lost the ball. Not a wrestling match for it. No call. They let them play. Michaela Cope. Fury. Well, we all know she was going to do that. That's the plan for Brenau. Go inside, kick it out, and it's worked. So just like that, what a swing that is. Right back to a 1-point game. Breeding switches hands and finds Meadows. Meadows steps in. Down to 8 seconds. Cook needs some help against the screen. Well, that was tough. Rebounded by Lopez. And a great effort by the Brenau defense. Williams on Crockett. Tried to get the and one, and Crockett did not stay in put. So it will be a defensive foul, and it will be a trip to the line for Tylia Williams. Now Brenau in the bonus. Rattles in. So ties up the game. Back and forth we go in a pretty offensively packed first half. Taking the lead. Wiley checks in. Cook gets a breather for the Rams. Emily Breeding, high stepping or kind of a little skip up the floor. Rams in all those matching blue Adidas. Breeding. Oh, she's not scared to take the long 3. That was from Mars, 34-32. Swinging out Grogan. Here's an answer 3. Oh, can't answer there. Meadows pulls down the rebound. Breeding already in double figures for the second consecutive game. Aaron pass in, gets the tip out to Spell. Now down to 3 on the shot clock. Wiley misses everything. That's a shot clock violation. And I don't think that they reset the shot clock for that. I think that was a bit of an NBA possession. Maybe even less. Because they got down the floor and it was already down to a buzzer. And they have yet to set the shot clock again. So we made it to the second quarter before we had to say that. 3 minutes, 20 seconds. top of the key. Hit McCarter inside, and it's a turnover. Rams still operate with the lead, 3 minutes, 13 seconds. Another whistle blows and an off-the-ball foul called. And it's the first foul called on Peyton Hicks. So now the Rams are in the bonus. Both teams going to get a trip to the line no matter what. Crockett on a head fake. Tries to split the double team, and instead a walk is called. I think Crockett thought she was going to go to the line there. It's been a little bit tougher for Crockett to drive inside and get a good-looking layup. 2 minutes, 50 seconds left. Fury. Here's Hicks. Swings down low. I was just about to say Fury was a three-point threat. That's the first time she's chucked up a shot inside of the arc today. Spell on the left wing. Being patient outside the arc. Spell one-on-one with McCarter. Off the glass and misses the mark. Williams pulls up. That's a pretty shot. Ties the game. Meadows. She'll go to the line, trying to take the lead back for Bluefield College. Buzzer sounds. We'll see who the Rams bring in next. It'll be Rose Boyd. And a quick conference as Meadows is going to take at least the first free throw without being accompanied by any of her teammates. Can't get the bounce. By the way, that's the first foul called on Catherine Fury, the sophomore from Lawrenceville, Georgia. Takes the lead back, 35-34. So every Ram is already in the backcourt on defense. Williams claps her hands. She'll go to the line anyway, halting the clock at 1:36. Williams flicks the wrist, rims in and out, so the Rams keep the lead. First foul into the game for the freshman Rose Boyd. Both teams in the bonus, like we said. The 1:36 before halftime. Tie ball game. Wiley kicks up a three and misses. So the score stays tied. Outlet pass to Hicks. Corrals it, spins and scores. Quick offensive possession made to fruition on the long pass from Michaela Cope, and a great athletic job of Peyton Hicks to make sure that one didn't fly out of bounds. Meadows. So now under a minute. Here comes Hicks. Williams, head fake. Oh, we'll call it a walk. .4 seconds left to go in the first half. 37-35. Obviously, shot clock still on. Rams are down by 2 after leading for most of the second quarter. What a swing out pass to Spell. Jump ball called, and possession arrow points the way of Bluefield. 16 seconds on the shot clock. 34.1 game clock. Meadows, long shot, buries it. See how they count that. It is just a 2, had her foot on the line. Ties the game, 37-37. Well, Williams. Bluefield has to figure out this plan of Brenau to drive quickly. And when the Rams get back on defense, it kind of seems like they haven't been able to adjust yet. So then instead of being ready for it, maybe drawing a charge, there have been a couple of fouls. So it seems like Williams has spent a good amount of her game at the free throw line today. And with those trips, you have to make them count, obviously. And was not able to take the lead there. Shot clock off at 24 seconds. And takes the lead. So Crockett checks into the game for what could be the last possession of the first half. 38-37. And Cook will take up the ball nonchalantly, so that will maybe signal that the Rams will hold for a last shot here. Getting bumped, fall to the floor. And a jump ball possession arrow points the way of the Tigers. That defense has been tough in the last couple of minutes. So 38-37. That just clocked 12 seconds off of the game clock. Here comes Cope into the front court. Now down to 8 seconds. Make it 7. Cope to the left. Long 2 on the way. Back iron miss. Rebound Spell. Now down to 2 seconds. Flings it up to Meadows. And she can't get it. So that ends the first half. 38-37. A great ball game in the works here at the Dome. It's a 1-point lead for the Tigers here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Almost ready to start the third quarter here in Bluefield. 38-37, Brenau leads in what could be a fun ending here at the Dome. Bailey Engel here on the call. Glad to have you with us on the Rams Digital Sports Network, where you can catch all broadcasts of all things Bluefield College athletics. Remember, no fans allowed inside of the Dome, so we love that we're your only outlet for Bluefield College athletics, at least the live events. Yala Curtis passes on the far side. Crockett. Meadows up against Lopez. And a 3-second violation called right off the bat. Back and forth we went there in that second quarter. Rams led by as much as 5, and then a 7-0 run by Brenau. Got things a bit testy. It's been an even matchup. Brenau has been quick. They have been able to draw a few fouls, especially there in the second quarter, but Fury finding herself open for 3. The Rams cannot let her do that. Down by 4 now. Now Sierra Cook, Morgan Wiley. Emily Breeding has done a great job off of the bench for the Rams. Yala Curtis has been kind of quiet in that first half. See what she can do in the second. And Sierra Cook misses from long range. Rams were pretty patient in those offensive possessions last time out. Curtis all alone, snags the rebound. Curtis. Wiley has also been quiet. Meadows, why not? At a piece of the rim, I believe, but only a piece, and it rolls out of bounds. So 2 long-range shots chucked up by the Rams to start out here in the third quarter, and both have been off of the mark. Good! Hannah Grogan. 44-37. 7-point lead, the largest one of the game for Brenau. Whistle blows and a foul called down low as Meadows hit the deck. Glad you're all here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. It's just going to be a tough one if Bluefield doesn't get the shots that they want to get here. Haven't really taken the prettiest ones on the first 2. You talk to Corey Mullins, he's like, that's our brand of basketball. It's never going to be pretty. But you still have to think they have to be offensively patient. Curtis almost stripped. Meadows picked it up, rolls it home. So now, 7:50 left. Rams get the first basket of the second half. Lopez, a head fake. Lopez on Meadows, loops it up. Can't get the roll. Follows her shot. Put back. Yes. Well, Lopez at 5'11". With Kylie Meadows, the height matchup is there. And she was able to bully Meadows on the way to get that rebound. Crockett. And now a foul called low. Have to watch out for this foul trouble on Brenau. That's going to be a foul on Tylea Williams. That's her second. Multiple Tigers with multiple fouls. And that could be a difference as we get down to the stretch, but the Rams are down by 7 with the fouls. Here's Morgan Wiley. By the way, 2 fouls already on Brenau in the third quarter. Meadows. Just chucking up prayers, and that time it worked. Found her space against Lopez. 46-41. Grogan. Grogan off a screen. Tries on Meadows. Can't get the fall, and finds her own rebound. Another head fake. Fresh shot clock. Underhands, Williams from 5 feet away. Corey Mullins wants a timeout, and he will get it. Another 7-point lead for the Tigers. It's 48-41. already out of the break. Curtis must have stepped over the lane, or at least the line, I should say. That is very confusing. And it looks like Nyala Curtis will just go to the bench. Shayla Spell comes into the game. Down by 7, largest lead for Brenau. They led by 1 at half. Open for Fury. Rams get a break because she was wide open. 6.5 minutes to play in the third. Rams are cold. Here's Spell, thought about it. Drives, off the glass, miss. And McCarter spins the ball for Cope. Speedy point guard, pulls up, misses. Rolls out, Grogan tried to throw the ball back in. It will be an inbounds pass for Bluefield in the backcourt. Stops the clock at 6:08. What can Bluefield College do? Scored a couple of shots here in the second half. Getting outscored 10-4 in the third quarter so far. Here comes Wiley. Spell finds a cutting Crockett. Spins. Can't get the roll. Good tip out to Meadows. Good job on the offensive board as Cook kicks it out. Wiley. Wiley finds Spell. And the 8-footer falls. Great second chance point for Bluefield College. Surely needed that to stay in this game. Down by 5. Cope, Euro step, swatted away by Cook. Cook sprinting down the floor and converts on the fast break. Great job by Sierra Cook. Got a piece of the ball, followed it, sped past McCarter, and threw up the layup without Williams getting a hand on it. So just like that, 4 straight points for the Rams. And Grogan adds to the lead right back to 6 points. 51-45. Rams down. Spell. Underhand Cook. Cook out of a double team. Missed everything. Points ready for Brenau. Corey Mullins, you can see the frustration just a little bit. I remember talking to him last year with him and his assistant coach and Tierra Huntsman. This is the team that needs to learn to finish on some of these drives. I remember last year they talked about how frustrated they were with layups. Now, that was not a routine layup that Cook just missed, but still just goes with the narrative of missing these down low shots. Kylie Meadows fell to the floor, and to add insult to injury, not injured, just an expression, her first foul. And the starter is responsible for Bluefield College's first foul in the third quarter. 4:20 left to go here in the third. Here's Grogan. Grogan, an errant dribble and another offensive foul. That's the second time she's been booked for that. On that exact same foul, her second foul of the game, third foul, Brenau. Breeding into the game. Rams only down by 6. Been down by as much as 7. Spell. A head fake, Breeding. Drives, baseline, floater, good. So right back now to a 2-possession game at 4 points. Fury. Out of Grogan, who just got booked with that offensive foul. She'll drive again. Under the basket. Was left alone, can't finish the layup, but an offensive board wrestled away by McClendon. And a new possession can start. But just like that, a walk booked on Williams. Timeout called by Brenau. Rams back into it, down by 4. It's 51-47, 3:32 left to go here in the third. Welcome back, everyone. 51-47. Rams down by 4 points now as Cook drives into the front court, gets a screen, working outside of the perimeter. Backing it up to Breeding, who has been dangerous from beyond the arc. 10 seconds. Crockett to Cook. What a move to the glass. Got past the defender, and Cook has made it a one-possession game, 51-49. Aaron pass to Fury. Baseline three. Got it. Well, that's been the plan for Nyla Moore. Drive inside. Bluefield has yet to really adjust to it. And Moore has almost lost the ball a handful of times on those drives and still found a way to give it over to the guard in the shooter and Fury. Make that the forward. Either way, it's a three. 54-49. Meadows. Comes Crockett. Lost the ball. No foul there as Grogan moves it up. Moore. Lost it herself. Still passed it out to Fury. Too short this time. Rebound Williams. Now Brenau holds it for just a moment. A chance to tie their largest lead or escalate it. Rams want to walk, won't get it. Williams with 9 on the shot clock from 16 feet. She missed. And an over the back called on Brenau. Well, McClendon was over the body of Shayla Spell. Curtis enters the game. Spell goes to the bench. Third foul, by the way, called on Tatiana McClendon, and the fourth foul to put Bluefield in the bonus on their next shot. And a walk called. Minute 47 left in the third quarter. Pretty tight defensive third quarter. A little bit different than what we saw. And the second and another turnover. Offensive foul, a moving screen called on Kate McCarter, the freshman. First foul, fifth foul for Brenau. Halts the clock with a minute 38. Rams down by 5. Inside to Breeding. There's 3 Tigers there. Fury got a palm on it, and it bounced off of her own knee. And you had to think with 3 defenders coming at you, somebody had to be open. But it was going to be tough to get that pass off, and it was. Reset the shot clock to 30. Here's Sierra Cook. Pass was telegraphed by Moore. Moore on her way to the basket. Missed the layup. Rebound Curtis. I think Crockett wanted to outlet the ball, but didn't have anybody. What a head fake. Missed layup. Rebound by Curtis, and a foul booked. So that's a big foul because it sends Curtis to the line here in this 5-point game. And Corey Mullins is going to talk it over with his team for just a moment. On this makeshift timeout, Curtis is just not going to have anybody to rebound the ball. And well, Michaela Cope is just sitting on this timeout with the team to hear their game plan. Which, I mean, she's not doing anything illegal. Honestly, it's kind of smart. Small ball, if you will, but still smart. Free throw is hit, and Curtis misses the second. 4-point game. A minute left in the third quarter. Inside, tipped around, picked up by Williams. Right-handed dribble. Good defense by Crockett. Curl it out more. Williams for 3. Too hard. Shot clock still on with 43 seconds. Cook finds Curtis to the glass and scores. Great pass inside by Sierra Cook, finding Niala Curtis. Spins more. Ball hit the deck, and Cook called for reaching her hand in. That is, interestingly enough, only the second foul called on Bluefield in the entire third quarter. And the second foul called on Cook in the game. And it stops the clock at 23.7. Bounce pass to Fury, step back long two. That's a low percentage shot, but a great rebound by Williams. Dribbles past an ailing Crockett and scores on the floater off the glass. Shot clock off. Down to 8 seconds. Here comes Cook. Underhands Meadows at 5 seconds. Meadows goes to the ground, and now she'll take a trip to the line with 3.4 seconds left to go in the third quarter. So Meadows in an important trip to the line here with 3.4 seconds left in the third, and the West Virginia native tickles the twine on the first one. And it's both. 2-point game with 3.4 left. Cope trying to get a shot off at the buzzer and hits the shot clock. Boy, we do not need anything else wrong with that shot clock. Well, out of the fourth quarter, it's a 2-point game, 56-54. Rams down by 2. Fourth quarter begins, 56-54. Brenau leads by 2 over the Bluefield College Rams. And folks, you're going to want to stick around. For the first time ever, we have a post-game interview with the head coach himself, Corey Mullins. We're going to talk about how this one goes, no matter how it ends, as Nia Moore misses that 3 in air ball fashion. So it's a break for Bluefield. Sierra Cook and Bluefield cap off a small comeback here. It's been a back-and-forth game. We're now led by 1 at half. They led by 2 here in the third quarter. They move to the fourth. Crockett missed. Curtis. Third effort coming up for Crockett, and now she'll go to the line. Wanted that one to end on the stick back, but instead she'll just go to the free throw line. Crockett hits the first free throw. Mind you, also for Nyla Moore, that's her 4th foul. So next one for her, she is out of the game. And Crockett misses, trying to get her own rebound, but can't, so the score stays in favor of Brenau. Moore drives, tries to kick it out again, and the ball goes loose into the backcourt. It'll be a backcourt violation. Rams get the ball. First time we've seen a backcourt violation in this game. Cheerleaders in tow here at the Dome. Well, they're the only non-staff related people in the building. Actually, that's not true. Nick Dugan from WVVA also here. As Crockett tries to take the lead and can't there. Loose under the basket. Curtis. Punched out of bounds by McCarter for Brenau. Minutes elapsed already. Here comes Curtis. Cook spins. Underhands Meadows, wide open, but misses the layup. Offensive foul called on Meadows, and that just boggles the mind as to how that happened. At 8:47. High dribbles, Williams fakes. Chucks it up, misses everything. Rebound, Curtis. Got to restart the shot clock, and the Rams get about an extra second or two on this. Breeding misses the three. Was wide open, has to take it. Still an early shot missed in the possession. Left-handed dribbles Grogan. Carries her way to the hoop. Back to a three-point lead. Rams can't get tired. It's going to be back and forth the rest of the game. Meadows can't convert on the layup. It's swatted and stays as Meadows made that good split decision to just let the ball roll out. It'll be an inbounds play from the baseline. Slap of the ball, Sierra Cook. Finds Breeding. Tough pass, Grogan fights it out of bounds, stays with the Rams with 10 seconds on the shot clock. Slap of the ball. Breeding breaks open, only for a moment. Corey Mullins counting it down. We'll do it here with 5 seconds. Sierra Cook needs to get a prayer up, and does with a shot clock expiring. Back down to a 1-point game. Bluefield used all 30 seconds of that shot clock and a little bit more with the break on the ball out of bounds. Grogan. Chest high dribbles. Entry lob McCarter. Haven't seen many of those. Crockett tried to draw the charge. Doesn't matter anyways. McCarter can't finish the 5-footer. What a bullet pass to Breeding. And the baseline jumper goes. Bluefield takes the lead back. First lead of the fourth quarter. Timeout called by Brenau. Rams lead by 1. It's 59-58 with just 6:57 remaining. Welcome back, everyone. Rams lead by 1, 59-58, 6:52 remaining in the game. Michaela Cope playing the point guard position. And this is a Brenau team littered with foul trouble. Can they finish the game? And Fury, boy, she's been tough to guard. lays it up and in, 60-59. The lead back for Brenau. It seems like we're going to have a lot of lead changes. Here's the game dwindles down. Curtis, the left hand. Meadows spins. Comes Curtis with 9 on the shot clock. Wow, athletic showcase there by Curtis. Sprinting her way to the glass and scoring. Cope trying to do the same. And it's interesting that Bluefield College, I believe, only has seen 1-and-1 play in this game, and that's from Michaela Cope. That was in the first half. And they don't even call that a shooting foul. That's the third foul on Sierra Cook, second foul on the team here in the fourth quarter. Fury for three. She has been absolutely dialed in. 2-point lead for the Tigers. That has been her spot, too, on the baseline. Meadows, underhands, too short. There were just too many Rams down there. Five and a half minutes left to go. 63-61. Trying to build the suspense here. Brenau slowing down their offense. Fury has been detrimental for the Rams as she drives in, and a foul is called on the ball on Niala Curtis. Second team foul in the fourth quarter. Check that, the third. Fury throws it into Lopez. Lopez walked. Another great gift for Bluefield. Mind you, that's the third foul on Curtis. .5:18 to play in the fourth quarter. Meadows spins it up top to Curtis, who's going to break out for Bluefield in these next 5 minutes. Down by 2. Curtis inside. Meadows elbows for space and rejected by Lopez. 4-on-1. Williams carries, lays it in. Great job of defensively packing Meadows and rolling down the floor offensively. Williams got it done. Cook missed the shot, rebound. Can't make a habit of that. A 4-point lead, and Brenau threatening to add on to it. Fury on Curtis, pro length, in and out. Offensive rebound and a quick stick back. That was McClendon who came in, stole the rebound away. A 6-point lead in the fourth quarter. Remember, the Rams took the lead very briefly at 59-58. One-handed pass, Curtis. Here's Sierra Cook, wants a little bit of help. Goes off of the screen. Meadows, top of the key with 6 on the shot clock. Drives inside, off the window, and through the nylon. Back to a 4-point game, 3:50 left. Fury. Rams really need to get her cold. And a foul called on Niala Curtis. That's her fourth foul. Big inbounds play coming up here, 67-63. McCarter, a quick play on the deck. The left elbow, Williams turns around, missed the shot, rebound Meadows. Another gift to Bluefield. Here comes Cook. Don't have to rush anything, still 3.5 minutes to play. Meadows walked in the lane, trying to catch up to that pass on the entry lob from Breeding. Now Lamore re-enters, who has 4 fouls for Brenau. Mind you, though, Bluefield has now put Brenau in the bonus. (67-63). Moore switches hands to the glass. Uncontested. Well, it was contested, really, and then Cook just couldn't get it done. Moore went straight to the hoop. See what Sierra Cook can do offensively here. Down by 6. Swing out to Breeding. Big 3 coming up. Oh, no good. Needed that one to go. Williams from the right wing. Rams wanted a walk very briefly, didn't get it. 2 minutes, 34 seconds. Moore standing tall in the left wing. Finds Grogan. Can't roll it home from the left elbow. Morgan Wiley. Really, no one right now has the hot hand for Bluefield. Here comes Breeding. Missed the layup, offensive rebound. Meadows called for a walk. Corey Mullins not excited about that call. And he wants a full timeout. 69-63, 2 minutes, 5 seconds left to play in this game with the Rams trailing by 6 in the Rams Digital Sports Network. Six-point game, 69-63, 2 minutes left. Brenau sprinting up the floor. Moore finds McClendon. It's a 6-point lead. Brenau has led by as much as 7. Rams have as recently led in the fourth quarter by just 1 point, and it was for just a moment. Lopez misses the shot. Offensive rebound on her own. Back on the deck. And a 3-second violation that comes in right in time. The applause from Corey Mullins, and the Rams needed that defensively. They need a shot here. They need a basket. Brenau has not fouled Bluefield like they did in the first 3 quarters of the game. They have only fouled 1 time. Mind you, Brenau is in the bonus themselves. Here's Crockett down by 6. Tries under the hoop. Bounces to Curtis. Open for 3. Misses off the mark. Meadows wants a count. Tries herself. Ends up being a pest to Niala Curtis. Doesn't have to be pretty. It did work, though. 69-65. Another chance for the Rams to make a stop. Down by 4 with just 1:14 left. Grogan drives baseline. Draws a foul. There's your second and 1 of the game. 71-65. At least I assume it's going to be counted. I think Grogan wants the basket to count it. It will. 71-65. And that's a huge play for Brenau. And this is a huge free throw coming up. It ends up being the decider of, is it a 2-possession or a 3-possession game? It's 6 or 7 here. Missed a free throw, and it's a big one. So the Rams have it back with 1:05 left. Down by 6. Breeding. Thought about the 3. Took a break. Crockett. Rams don't have time to waste. Here comes Crockett. Spins, lost the ball. McClendon on a fast break. Can she finish? And does, to make it an 8-point game, and a terrible time for Bluefield to give up their biggest lead of the ball game. 43 seconds. Here comes Meadows. Finds Breeding. No, couldn't find her yet. Swatted out by Grogan. Now that stops the clock at 36.7 seconds left. Breeding for three. Needed that one to go. And could that have been the dagger on that layup? Here comes Moore, holds the ball. Rams will need to foul, and they do. So Brenau and Bluefield locked in this back and forth contest. And it was very tough for Bluefield to get something going offensively in these last couple of minutes. That's a foul called on Shayla Spell. They are in the bonus. That first free throw goes to make it a 9-point game. So once again, extending onto that already record lead in this game. And Williams converts both to make it a double-digit lead. 75-65, shot clock off. Sarah Cook off the mark. Steps out of bounds, and it stays with Bluefield after the ball actually hit off of Brenau. So with 16.5, all you can see is just frustration for Bluefield College at the moment, knowing that they could have won this game. Very evenly matched team. As that pass is stolen away, Grogan to dribble the ball up the floor. Will Cook foul, and the Rams seemingly call off the Dogs. That will be it. The Tigers come into the Dome and get the victory, their first of the 2020-2021 season. Well, this Chris Stewart team very fired up as the Rams now fall to 1-2 on the season. We're going to step aside for just a moment. Don't be confused by the Huddle focus camera that we're going to put idly by on for you here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. We will have Corey Mullins on for a post-game interview coming up in just a few moments. But stick around. We're going to be right back as the teams go ahead for the post-game prayer. All right, standing by with head coach Corey Mullins. And, Coach, just a pretty tough loss, especially there at the end. What'd you make of it?
Well, give a lot of credit to Brenau. It's not easy to take a 6-hour bus ride and then go through 2.5 hours of COVID protocol and then come out here and be sharp and give more effort than the home team. So hats off to them. Coach Hubbard did a great job in Coach Stewart's absence. And, you know, we got to show up and take nothing for granted. When we sit there and watch a team play on Saturday, and they're playing at home and they're down by a lot going into the fourth quarter. I don't know if we maybe overlooked a little bit and didn't really feel like they had what it took to come into our place, but we just didn't play with any heart and passion and togetherness. So we started out with a great first game or first great effort at West Virginia Tech. Came here and got a good win to start our conference season off on Saturday, and tonight we just did not replicate what it took to be successful, and there's a lot on that film to be seen and to be learned from. So.
Well, for the folks at home, I was actually checking my stats, not text messages. So I was looking at that. Kylie Meadows kind of stood out a little bit in this game offensively with 18 points. What'd you like out of her?
Well, she's a really versatile post player, and she can do a lot of great things for us and shoot the basketball and finish around the rim. And, it's hard when they've got some big-time post players and some size inside, so you got to try to manufacture and create opportunities to score, and Kylie did a pretty good job. She had 10 in the first half, so I guess 8 in the second half there. And what we got to do is we got to kind of surround our marquee player for the game, if you will, with some players that are going to fill in the spots, right? Because each of the 3 games that we've played, we've had one player that's really played well. And at West Virginia Tech, it was Sierra had a big time second half, and Kylie had a great game that game as well. But we just didn't get much scoring out of those two, or out of other people besides those two. And then come home on Saturday, and we had a little bit more balance. Nyala had 9, Kylie had 9 to go along with Sierra and Emily Breeding coming off the bench. But we just got to get more production out of everybody, and I kind of felt like we were trying to force a little bit when some shots didn't go our way in the first half. I felt like we just started to force and didn't really have our great rhythm that we wanted.
Well, Coach, I really appreciate how candid you are, and thanks for joining us here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Final score in this one, Bluefield College drops their second game of the season, 75-65, falls to 1-2. Coach, good luck.
Thanks, Bailey. Appreciate it.
All right, Rams fans, that is it. Thanks for tuning in here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. My name is Bailey Engel, saying so long from Bluefield.